Welcome to the Tony State Podcast, your weekly dose of sports, news, and entertainment. Enjoy. All right, welcome to the Tony State Podcast. We are doing a special edition today.
Special edition.
Let's go. Summer movie preview. We're going to bring every movie coming out from now till, I believe, the beginning of August. And
edition.
Not every movie. Just we're going to highlight the movies that matter.
The hit movies.
Exactly. Your blockbusters of the summer. Some of them not so much, but they might have a big known actor in them. Like in our first week, I believe. But we'll be going over each movie, what it's about, the actors, the directors, and kind of our own personal take on what we feel, if this movie's going to be good, and just our overall feeling, pretty much. So starting it off, we're going to go into June 2nd. This is this coming Friday.
Crazy, it's already June.
Yeah. And we're not going to talk about the big one yet. We're going to go into a little childhood memory of all of ours. A book by the name of Captain Underpants.
Oh yeah, those were some nice books.
Were they?
I don't remember any of them, but what I can tell you is I would read them quickly to get do book reports and stuff. Just quick reading stuff.
I remember that as well, actually.
I don't remember reading this book at all.
I read
Maybe
it wasn't just a book either. There was a handful of them.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I read a bunch of them.
I think Andy's still reading them, actually.
Oh,
It was
Trying to
perfect.
catch up.
Well, anyways, Captain Underpants is about two overly imaginative pranksters named George and Harold. Hypnotize their principal into thinking he's a ridiculously enthusiastic, incredibly dim-witted superhero named Captain Underpants.
That does sound familiar now.
Some big names coming out of it. Jordan Peele, Kevin Hart, Christian Shaw from Last Man on Earth, and I believe
Edward
Bob's
Helms.
Burgers. And what?
Ed Helms.
Wait, who's in Bob's Burgers
and-
that's in this?
Kristen Shaw.
Who does he play in Bob's Burgers?
Bob.
Kristen. It's a female name.
Okay, who does she
the
play
youngest
in Bob's Burgers?
The youngest girl.
Ah, that's
Okay,
funny.
well-
Ed Helms is Captain Underpants, I
Oh,
believe.
she's the girl in Last Man on Earth.
Oh my god.
As said by me earlier, yes.
She's first found, at least for me, in Flight of the Conchords.
Okay, absolutely. I would have to agree on that. But it also has Ed Helms as Captain Underpants.
Ooh.
Nick Kroll's in it, and then your boy Thomas Middleditch.
Good voice cast. But this is still a children's.
It's rated PG.
Was this the premise of the book?
I believe it's like how you got his like superhero.
I thought it was like a baby that was a superhero because
No.
No.
pictures all made it look like it was a baby. Or something.
No, it's just an old guy, bald.
Just the way I think it's the
goofy guy.
illustration.
He looks like he's just a gigantic baby.
No, I don't think this movie takes anything from like a particular book. I think it just takes like how he
No.
got his superpowers and whatnot.
Episode 3, the fight against some other.
But I mean, I'm not gonna see it straight up. It doesn't appease me. I mean,
Is it a cartoon in the movie?
it's like one of those like.
It'd be creepy if it wasn't.
It'd be cooler if it wasn't.
You want the
Rob Corddry
live
running
action?
around- Rob Corddry running around in a diaper.
There you go. That's a good cast though.
That'd be a great cast. And I'm seeing that it's one of the main writer, Nick Stoller. Get him to the Greek.
Oh, wow.
Really?
That's one of my favorite movies ever.
Okay.
So I bet you it's going to be like and Neighbors, Yes Man. It's going to be like any other comedy cartoon.
Yeah.
There's going to be jokes in there for adults that are going to go way over kids' heads.
Absolutely.
It's still going to be funny for kids, obviously.
Yeah, I think I'll rent it.
Yeah. That being
Just
said, I'm
see
not
how
going to
this-
go
I'm
pay
not- yeah.
$10 to watch it.
Yeah.
Besides, I feel like I don't have any kids. That'd be awfully pedophile.
Yeah. it's
Also,
like
I think a lot of. I mean, does Captain Underpants? Are those books still popular? Are
You
they
know, I'm not
around?
even
Because
sure.
I'm curious if like.
Number
So
one,
head over to
this
the
is meant
elementary
more
school
for
library.
people our age that are. Because I feel like.
I think
are
they're
a lot
they're
of
high
kids-
up there on the Kindle for kids.
All right, because I was just curious if a lot of kids these days, because if a lot of kids these days aren't familiar with it, then
Yeah,
if we
it's
jump for
definitely-
them, it would be more funny for us. I think they should have made a PG-13 or arguably R,
Oh, you want an R-rated
and
kids
gave it
book?
to us.
Well, I mean, think about the Goosebumps movie. Was that?
Oh, that's true. That's a good
that
point.
was more so for us. But I mean, that's
watched
live
that.
action. It's not a cartoon.
That's true.
So, but yeah, I mean, having said that, I'm not going to see it in theaters. I will rent it just for the experience of having seen one of my childhood books. Moving on though, the big movie of probably June, and and kind of a hot topic in the news right now is Wonder Woman.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
It could be the biggest piece of crap movie on the planet, but it has Gal Gadot,
Yes,
6 foot something almost Israeli fighter. I love it.
she's hot
Such a
for
babe.
sure. Also features Chris Pine. Here's the synopsis. Before she was Wonder Woman, she was Diana, Princess of the Amazons, trained warrior. When a pilot crashes and tells of conflict in the outside world, she leaves home to fight a war to end all wars, discovering her full powers and true destiny.
I'm her destiny.
Give
Well,
me
That
Gal
doesn't seem too
Gadot.
bad.
No, actually, these the trailers for Wonder Woman as well really got me pumped for it. I haven't really been excited for a DC movie. I was gonna say Justice League, but a DC movie yet. Like the Suicide Squad and the Batman vs Superman ones really didn't intrigue me all that much, and they were kind of crap.
I read
Having seen them,
this is supposed to be the best movie they've had in a long time.
Well,
If not
by
ever.
far. Well, they only had like 4 movies in
Yeah.
the series, but
well, they had
Metacritic
Green
has
Lantern.
it at a 77%, Andy.
no, because now you're confusing it with Rotten Tomatoes.
No, I'm not. It's a scale of 100, so I'm making it a
Just
percentage.
call it a 7.7 out of 10.
Okay, that works too.
Yeah,
That's a 77%.
That's
Yeah.
a 77.
it is, but you don't call stuff that when you do stuff when you give scores.
While you're rating.
I do.
I don't see the difference though.
There's not.
Numerically, there isn't.
Okay, well that's the world we
That's
live
all
in.
that matters in this.
But he's
instance.
saying on a rating scale, you don't grade it by percentages, you grade it by an out of a certain amount scale.
That's neither here nor
That's where they
there.
get it from. Like when you read a movie review, the score at
Wait.
the end does not say.
So if we
percent.
were to move the decimal point one thing to the left, then are we at 77%?
No, you'd be
no, it's still that's 77.
Okay, this isn't a math podcast, Tony.
All I'm saying is
do we want to make it?
you don't see reviews have a percent on them.
He's right. You don't. But
Alright.
anyways, movie looks great. The trailer got me pumped for it. I'm excited. I'm gonna see it this weekend probably. But right now, I mean, in the news, it's huge because they're having all woman screenings of it.
I'm worried that I'm looking at what she's working on upcoming. It's just Justice Leagues. Is she only going to be a superhero? Because I want to see her in Keeping Up with the Joneses in just lingerie. Do you remember that scene?
It's a
Oh,
good
I
one.
didn't watch that.
Yeah.
We'll have to watch
Zach
it.
Galifianakis.
Yeah.
That was a pretty fun movie. I
Well,
think.
they're making a lot of those in the next couple years. Well, they already filmed part 1. I think
Post
part 2
production
is.
on the first one, and the second one's announced.
And I'm sure she'll have cameos as Wonder Woman, just
Oh,
like
yeah.
just like all these Marvel movies. Like Spider-Man's coming out
Yeah.
this summer, and Robert Downey Jr. is having a cameo in it.
Yeah, it's like any HBO actor. You have to float them around into 6 different scripts.
Exactly. I mean, they want that. The whole thing about these superhero movies nowadays is they want that universe feeling where it's all
Synergy.
exactly connected. But moving on from Wonder Woman,
Well, the cool
Oh,
point
go
about
ahead.
Wonder Woman, I want to say that it takes place way before there even is a Batman or a Superman. So you're
Or
really not like.
percentages.
It's not a percentage. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm saying it takes place.
or percentage.
Yeah, a percentage before. Okay, never mind.
I
You missed
okay,
the
I missed
joke.
it. All right. So you're not bogged down by having to have like Jared Leto Joker in there because he's not even born yet.
Thank goodness.
That's true.
So it's kind of cool to set it on its own.
Yeah, it really separates it.
I like that.
This won't have any cameos from any people.
I
Because
don't need
they're
any
not-
cameos in this kind of
Yeah.
movie. I need more of her. Give me all the FaceTime of her. Make this Castaway.
And
Yeah,
she's got
absolutely.
With
an
just her.
invisible jet, right?
Who is directing
think
this?
Not
she
this.
does.
Woman-
Not this one, but she does. You're right.
Patty Jenkins.
Patty Jenkins, see, female director, and I think they did all this on purpose. 'cause
Love me
they're
some
going,
Patty
they're going
Jenkins.
full female on it.
Directed a little thing called Monster.
Ooh,
Oh, so
Arrested
it's,
Development and
Charlize.
yeah.
and The Killing.
Well, I've seen that show.
I know Monster and Arrested Development. I've heard of The Killing, I think.
Yeah, so I mean, go see it. It's gonna be a good one. If you like superheroes, all that kind of stuff, it's definitely.
If you like women, go see it.
Absolutely, I feel like that's a big one. But moving on from Wonder Woman, we're gonna go quite the left turn here. The only reason we included this one is because of a big namer that's
Oh, yeah.
in it, kind of making his return. But this one is called The Recall. Let me give the synopsis before we say who
I have
this.
so much to say about this.
Before we say who's in this, When five friends vacation at a remote lake house, they expect nothing less than a good time, unaware that planet Earth is under an alien invasion and mass abduction. One of the actors in this is R.J. Might. He's not the big one we're referring to. R.J. Might's the actor from Breaking Bad. He plays Walter White's son. The big namer is Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
He hasn't been in a movie in ages.
Is this really his first thing?
I think so. If you
Has
want
he
to look
got
at...
out of jail?
No, he's been doing things. He was in the Expendables,
Oh, yeah, that's very true.
and then some diarrhea thing called Chirac.
Yeah.
He played
Oh, that was a
Cyclops.
Spike Lee movie.
Yeah, so I'm sure it was diarrhea. But we watched the trailer, and yeah, this looks like 2 hours worth of visual vomit.
Yeah,
It looks so
awful.
dumb. It looks one of the worst movies of the year, maybe.
Go watch the trailer and see for yourself. It's not going to be a good movie by any means. And I just wanted to bring it up just because Wesley Snipes is trying to make his comeback.
Wesley. If you want to watch a good Wesley Snipes movie, go watch White Men Can't Jump. That's
absolutely.
one of his best
Phenomenal.
movies. Woody Harrelson, he can dunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that wraps up the weekend of June 2nd. Moving forward, we're going to go with a movie called The Hero. This one is an ailing movie star comes to terms with his past and mortality. And this one stars our favorite cowboy of the Wild West, Sam Elliott,
I thought you were going to say Lord Preprin.
Nick Offerman, and Kristen Ritter. So some solid names there. I'm not sure how it's going to be. It's probably going to be a drama. You know, Sam Elliott's a great actor in my opinion. So
Oh, yeah. Best narrator ever. The dude.
Good Coors Light commercials.
Absolutely.
Coors, the banquet.
As far as seeing it in theaters and whatnot, probably won't catch my interest unless it gets good reviews.
Is that Father's Day?
June?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
What, June what? 9th or 16th?
Why is it?
Oh, boy.
Is 16th of Father's Day?
Oh, I think those are Fridays. June
Yes, they are Fridays.
11th or 18th. I think the 18th is probably Father's Day.
Yeah.
Okay, I just figured it's like, maybe this is a movie you see with your dad or
Yeah,
something.
maybe. But I mean, unless
think-
unless your dad's an ailing movie star, I'm not sure if you'll be able to relate
What, you
much.
mean yours isn't?
But moving on from that, this is actually kind of a big horror movie coming out. I'm not sure why it's coming out in June, but they're just trying to catch that summer horror vibe,
So
I
it'll
guess.
be on the streaming services by October.
Usually better scary movies come out, though, as early as this, right?
That's true. But this one's called It Comes at Night. It's gotten some big buzz, I think, in the horror community. This one stars Joel Edgerton, and the synopsis is: secure within a desolate home as an unnatural threat terrorizes the world, a man has established a tenuous domestic order with his wife and son. But this will soon be put to the test when a desperate young family arrives seeking refuge. I saw this trailer. It looks pretty intense. The monsters or whatever they use in there definitely scare me by looking at
I
them.
don't remember watching this
I
trailer.
vaguely do
Yeah.
also.
Well, you guys should pull it up sometime. Cause
What was the whole
It-
thing?
Okay.
You want to
You
reread
want-
the synopsis?
No, it's just it's the guy from Black Mass. He plays the FBI director. I
It's been
think one of the
A
directors of
number
the
of
FBI.
movies,
Yeah, but
Kevin Bacon?
no, Joel Edgerton.
John Conley.
but The Gift.
Is
Did you
who he
watch that
played.
one?
No, I did not see that one.
This is the one where he was like a weird kid in high school, and
Plays
Jason
Gordo.
Bateman was yeah. It
He's
was,
in
it was
The
really
Warrior.
good.
He's in
He actually
Warrior.
made that movie.
Really? Yeah, he's a good actor. I like him a lot. So I'm kind of interested in this one. I'm not big on horrors in June, so I probably won't see it in theaters. If it was in October, I'd go see it for sure. Get that Halloween pump up. But I'll rent this one just to see how it is and
I
kind
will
of see reviews. I'm not sure what you guys think. Who directed this?
This is Trey Edward
I
Schultz.
believe it's a directorial debut type of thing.
No, really.
I believe it's the directorial debut.
Oh, no.
Is there an echo in here? No, so yeah, I mean,
Krisha was a movie. in 2015, and then a few shorts before that.
Okay, so
And this is a comedy drama, Christian.
this is probably his biggest budget film then.
Metascore of 86.
Really? See, yeah, I read that it got some buzz.
So it won a handful of awards.
Really?
Yeah.
Very cool. So yeah, maybe I will see it in theaters if it gets those good reviews. But I definitely will wait and kind of test the waters on this
You're
one.
not in a hurry to see a scary movie in the summer.
Well, moving on from scary movie, let's go into a movie called The Mummy.
Oh boy.
Because
It
this
doesn't
one
look scary at all.
it doesn't. So after seeing the first trailer,
Brendan Fraser is back.
after seeing the first trailer in this, I thought it looked pretty stupid. But I recently went and saw a movie. I think it was Pirates of the Caribbean, maybe, and the trailer for it actually intrigued me. It actually looked a lot scarier than the first one made it out to be. And I'm kind of intrigued. I kind of want to see this and see where Universal goes with this whole bringing the monster universe back.
I mean, it's got Tom Cruise and Russell Crowe, but it should be pretty entertaining, right?
Yeah, and Russell Crowe, they have some more actors as well slated to do their monster debuts. Russell Crowe, I believe, plays Dr. Jekyll.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew they were doing this whole thing where they're building the universe.
Mhm.
Sounds kind of stupid to me, but, it works for Disney, so
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
everyone
Disney's
wants to try
just
it out.
rehashing their stories and making them live action. But I think it's kind of due. I mean, with all the remakes they do, I mean, why not bring the classic monsters back into the fold? But the synopsis for this one: an ancient princess is awakened from her crypt beneath the desert, bringing with her malevolence grown over millennia and terrors that defy human comprehension.
I'm into
Not
it.
much of a synopsis, but yeah, I'm into it. I think some big names are slated for Universal's other movies as well, like The Invisible Man is Johnny Depp. I think he's casted for it.
Of course, he's not in any of it, though.
Yeah, can't see him. I don't know why. And then Frankenstein. Can you look that up? Who's slated to be Frankenstein? I wanted to say I'm really happy with the casting choice.
Bride of Frankenstein?
Yeah, it's who's gonna be?
That's 2019.
Yeah, but who's slated for it?
It comes out on Valentine's Day.
Okay, that's not the point.
How weird is that?
It's a good actor, I believe.
Javier Bardem.
Boom. There
Bam!
we go.
I'm seeing that.
Exactly.
Frankenstein,
He's
or is
gonna-
he the monster?
I think
Frankenstein's monster.
monster.
Okay.
Well, he's playing the scientist.
I'm already intrigued by this. Why is it coming out on Valentine's Day?
Because
Those
it
are
plays
fun
right
dates.
at Frankenstein.
He'd be a good monster because
So-
he kind of looks like a monster.
Javier Bardem plays great villains, and no matter what
And
he
then,
does.
never mind, it wouldn't have been a good joke.
Well, I think you have to say it.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say
It's a little late.
it was Gene Wilder was gonna come back to life and
Oh.
play Frankenstein.
Wow, that's just upsetting on so many levels,
Yeah,
Anthony.
wow.
You told me I had to say it.
During a
man.
movie preview.
Come up with something better.
Rest in peace.
I'm looking at the behind the scenes here of this mummy, and
Oh boy.
kind of has me concerned. Seems like there's a lot of people working on it, but
That's why it's gonna fall apart.
3 people credited for the story, and 3 more people credited for the screenplay.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Although the screenplay, 2 of the writers, David Koepp, who's like a big time writer, wrote Jurassic Park and a bunch of other like big
I
blockbusters.
thought that was Michael Crichton.
He wrote the book.
I'm kidding.
And then Christopher
Yeah.
McQuarrie, that's like Tom Cruise's personal writer. I'm pretty sure that's the guy he wrote.
He
just-
X'd out
Reacher.
everything.
All
that-
he writes is like, okay, Tom Cruise has to have at least
Exactly.
one motorcycle scene. That's all that guy's job is.
Yeah.
Sir, this movie takes
He
place
wrote
in the 1700s.
Valkyrie, Edge of Tomorrow, and I think all the Jack Reacher movies. So he's just
I actually
he's Tom
enjoyed.
Cruise's guy.
I actually enjoyed all 3 of those.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's bad,
Andy is.
but
So I didn't like the. I don't think I saw the second Jack Reacher, but I didn't hear good stuff about it. But the first one I
saw the
enjoyed.
First one. I like Tom Cruise when he is playing the.
Motorcycle guy.
No, that's every movie.
Oh, okay.
Except for these movies, actually. When he's in any movie from like the 80s. Cocktail. No, I'm kidding. Cocktail fucking sucked.
some comedic
Risky Business.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
What's the law firm one?
You like Jerry Maguire?
No.
Oh,
It's called The
Scorsese.
Firm.
The
Oh,
Firm.
The Firm,
Yeah, The
yeah,
Firm. I just needed to take out the law part. Those are great movies. These ones where he's like, "Oh, I'm a badass, dude. You're 5'6".
I believe
You're
it.
not a
Yeah.
badass.
He's in shape though for a 55-year-old
He's
guy.
doing
very
push-ups right now.
Yeah.
Good for him. Good for him.
He earns it, but I'm just saying he's not.
Method
like,
acting, guys.
frightening looking
He's blocking
man.
out the
Method
fitness.
acting.
I agree though. I do like his like '80s stuff more.
Well,
90s,
he likes
80s.
his lighter comedic stuff.
What about in Tropic
Although
Thunder?
I guess the firm's not really comedic.
What did you think of him in Tropic Thunder?
Yeah, that was like 30 years ago at
Yeah.
this point now. So
Oh, Tropic Thunder was 30 years ago.
I'm exaggerating, obviously, but that is quite old now.
Tom Cruise is 5'7". So I'll tell you
He's
why
short.
they have all these extra writers, so that they can make sure that every door he stands in front of is 5'8".
I feel like that would be more set design.
No,
They get
you're
credit
paying
as
these
a-
writers.
as a writer.
But
All that Scientology nonsense.
Alrighty.
But as I said, the second trailer for this movie kind of intrigued me. I might go see it in theaters. I hope it gets some good reviews, man. Because the classic monsters, I think it's a good time to bring them back, and I hope it kind of kicks off in the right direction.
I'm into that. I hope it's good.
Moving on, we have a movie called Megan Levy. I hope I'm pronouncing that last name correct.
Let's go with
Probably not.
let's keep it though.
Megan Levy. I'll say it one more time.
How's it spelled?
Leavey.
L-E-A?
Yeah.
It's probably right.
Leavey.
Okay. No.
Yeah, I'm sure that's how.
Let's not go with that one.
So
but
what's this one about?
this one's based on the true life story of a young Marine corporal whose unique discipline and bond with her military combat dog saved many lives during their deployment in Iraq.
Dog
I will
movie.
already not watch
This
that.
is the new Marley and Me. This is to make you
no.
cry, and this is just gonna air every Friday and Saturday on Oxygen.
Wasn't there like a war dog movie already? Like
I
Yeah.
think there's been a
Max
seven
or
of
Yeah,
them.
something?
it was
Once they had
Air
Airbud,
Bud
they
goes to
should have
Afghanistan.
never stopped. I mean,
Yeah, they throw a gun to
after
Airbud.
Airbud.
Airbud was the like maybe a little
the peak
Beethoven
of
in
peak
there.
of animal movies.
Well, the peak of
Homeward
animals
Bound.
was Fox and the Hound.
Homeward
Okay.
Bound.
Well, those aren't real animals.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
cartoon.
a fox isn't a real animal.
You know what I'm getting
And a
at.
hound isn't a real animal. So we just made that movie
Yeah.
into a real movie that wasn't animated.
They probably are making that into a
I wouldn't
non-animated
watch it.
movie.
I don't remember it, but I would.
Probably. I know they're working on Lion King.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that I will see.
Well, that's the 2019 summer preview, so it's.
Yeah, it comes
Well,
out Valentine's
Jungle
Day
Book
also.
hit it off so well with their like CGI animals that they figure
Oh,
they
yeah.
can do pretty much any movie now.
Was Jungle Book Favreau?
Yes.
Okay, I like that.
And
I
he's
did
doing
like
Lion
that.
I
King,
didn't
so-
like the other one, the Skarsgård one. What was that one?
Tarzan.
Tarzan. That
Jungle
was
Book's
it.
on
Yeah,
Netflix
dumb.
right now,
That was
right?
dumb.
Because I haven't seen that
And
one yet.
that
but
one
I've
wa-
always heard good things.
That one wasn't Disney.
Yeah.
So
That's what the guy from the show on HBO, right?
Yeah,
That we just watched?
Skarsgård.
No, the other show.
Well, that was his name.
Oh,
Big Little Lies.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we're watching a show on
No, not
HBO
that
called
one.
Skarsgård right now. Really good if you haven't seen it.
but Megan Levy stars Kate Mara.
I like Kate Mara.
That's the only name I can pull from that cast.
That's because there's no
We
one
didn't
else.
know the dog's name.
Yeah, I don't know the dog's name. But I'm not gonna see it. I'm not into those dog.
I'm not
I mean,
into
like
them
it's
either.
probably an amazing story. Don't
It's
get
got
me
Edie
wrong.
Falco.
It's not getting Oscar buzz in June.
Yeah, I
Edie
don't know.
Falco was Carmela Soprano, Tony,
Who's that?
from the movie the
The
show.
Sopranos.
So also has Tom Felton, the bad guy from Harry Potter.
Never saw it.
That Voldemort?
Voldemort.
No, not the little kid bad guy.
Malfoy?
Draco Malfoy.
Yeah.
Bad guy Harry Potter.
Yeah, so another War Dog movie. Probably not gonna see it. The trailer didn't do anything for me.
I
So
don't need to cry because there's a dog.
yeah, I know. And then moving on, the big probably Pixar movie this summer is Cars 3,
This is June 16th now. Or two.
June 16th.
Been
Correct.
there, Andy.
Lightning McQueen sets out to prove to a new generation of racers that he's still the best race car in the world.
Do we believe that though?
I don't know, man. Owen
Was
Wilson,
he good in Cars 2 or Cars 1? Because I don't.
You know, I never saw either of them, so
I think of certain things when I hear Owen Wilson's voice, and Fast isn't one of them.
Yeah.
So
I think of Wedding Crashers.
Hillbilly,
Uh,
White Trash.
White Trash.
Yeah, I mean, another kids movie. I'll probably go see with my nephew.
Well,
It's
do
gonna.
you know the Cars franchise?
I do. I've seen Cars.
I've been
too
on the
many times.
ride. So
Cars 2, I've probably only seen once. The ride is cool.
I don't think I haven't been to Disneyland since the ride's been in.
The ride
Yeah,
might
me
be
too.
one of my favorite rides.
Really?
What's
in
so cool
Disneyland.
about it?
Did you drive a car?
It's
Are you
it's just
driving?
really well done. So yeah, you're in like the cars and you're going through kind of like you know how the old school storybooks are from Disneyland, like your Snow White, Pinocchio, and all that.
Yeah. I've been on those.
Yeah, it's very similar to that. It's just more modern. All the animatronics are well done, and you kind of like end up racing each other. There's two different cars like full of people, and you end up racing each other on it.
So does someone else win every time?
Yeah, it switches up.
So you never know if you're on the winning side.
Exactly. You just gotta
be
scream.
a
The
fun-
louder you scream,
So
the
you're
faster you
getting,
go.
like, gambling
That'd be- I was just gonna say that would be a
Go
fun
fly a drone over there.
gambling thing.
Tony's gonna be on the corner just as a bookie. Like,
I got 20 on blue.
Yeah, give me purple this time, huh? But yeah, so Cars 3, I'm sure it's gonna be a big moneymaker.
I have
Yeah.
a question.
Go.
It's got Paul Newman in it as the voice. Doc.
I believe he was in the old ones. It's probably archival footage.
Okay,
Yeah,
so they're just gonna
Or not
reuse
footage, obviously.
Maybe.
it. So they're gonna like, oh, this flashback to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's
Yeah,
Paul
maybe.
He was an actor. It's also a show on HBO if you haven't watched it.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he died in I think 2008.
Of the salad dressing conglomerate.
He has a phenomenal lemonade. I think all that stuff goes to charity. That guy's a hell of a guy.
Yeah.
Was a hell of a guy.
Rip.
Is it some of the same cast? Who's the? I can't.
The cable guy.
Yeah,
is the,
they're the cable guys.
Tom
Riddle.
Toe Mater. And then Owen Wilson's Lightning McQueen.
It's probably a girl car.
No, I must have. I'm thinking of someone else. I can't think of the name. He's in a bunch of stuff. Whammy, Take My Shirt Off.
Oh,
David Koechner?
David Koechner. Is he in this?
I don't know.
Was
Maybe.
he
There's
in
probably a lot
this?
of people in this.
Yeah, there's
I don't see his name on here.
there's a
But
big
I
cast for
forgot
this
his
one.
name.
It's a voice movie, so.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's gonna be good.
Well, I
if
just
you're
know that the Cars series is the worst of the Pixar movies.
Yeah.
Because they set such a high bar. They're always so good that
Throwing trash.
yeah, no, absolutely.
if these are just
I
like
would agree.
average, then
Well-
they don't hold a candle to.
Well, I think the problem with Cars as well is it's not that original. You know, Pixar is really well known to kind of take a story
Yeah,
like you would not
that's a good
expect. You know, so kind of like Cars seems so like obvious to me. You know, and the fact that they're doing 3 of them now, kind of maybe overstaying
Well,
their welcome.
It's
but
definitely it's their moneymaker.
Yeah, it's a,
Yeah,
it's a
absolutely.
cash grab.
yeah,
Kids,
well,
kids
I mean,
love Cars already. Like,
100%.
My
My nephew was obsessed with Cars, and that's all we watched forever. So, the fact that number 3 is coming out, he's all about it. So they're going to be making money off of it without a doubt. Another movie coming out is, I think June 16th. Must be a little slow. It's called Once Upon a Time in Venice, and this one I brought up because
sequel to Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
yeah, no, you would think this
Once Upon a
one's.
Time in America.
This one's a Los Angeles detective seeks out the ruthless gang that stole his dog.
That's Die Hard.
This seems like, it seems
Liam
like
Neeson?
Keanu
Yeah,
with
Bruce.
the reverse of having a dog instead of a cat.
It's got Jason Momoa, however the hell you say his name, who's been
Oh,
the
right.
biggest actor on the planet who's never been in anything still.
Yeah,
He's gonna be Aquaman, I get
3
that.
episodes of Game of Thrones, so that sets you for life.
Yeah, he was on
absolutely.
Conan the Barbarian, but everyone's, oh, this is the biggest guy on the planet. He's never been in anything.
Yeah, and it has Bruce Willis, John Goodman, and
I like it already.
Thomas Middleditch. So I mean, it's got some big names. I mean, it looked very stupid. I mean, what can motivate you
It's got
to?
Adam Goldberg and Cal Penn.
Yeah, see,
I'll watch it on TNT.
yeah, it'll be there.
It'll be on TNT probably by September.
Following Die Hard 3.
In photo booth.
In photo booth. Yeah. I feel like research photo booth. I feel like that's a movie.
I'm sure there's a photo booth.
But moving on from that one, because that's not a very big one. The trailer actually looks somewhat interesting with parts of like why the hell are they making this?
There is a movie called Photo Booth. It's in development, and I don't subscribe to IMDb Pro, so I can't read it. But it's listed as a thriller.
Look
Maybe
at
it
that.
stars Colin Farrell.
And Robin Williams.
CGI Robin Williams.
I was
CGI
gonna see how a
Robin.
photo booth could be what because it's a photo booth is so small, and usually they're in like bars and stuff.
What?
Who is this guy?
A bar?
Aren't photo booths usually like in a bar, like a Chuck E. Cheese or
Just
something?
because you
Yeah.
go to the bar and you see a photo.
How many
Where
butts
else are
did you
photo
smoke?
booths? Where else are photo booths? Exactly.
I'm lost now.
Weddings.
He's talking about like a photo booth at the bar where you.
Yeah, what else? What else are we talking about?
That was,
What's not a photo? What?
Maybe we're in a photo booth right now.
Okay, the thing is that we're talking about. I said, how could that movie like? I don't get how it'll be like a thriller because
How
it's
could you have
like
a sniper?
exactly. But my point
you
is
leave the
photo
photo
booths are
booth.
usually in like a big setting of things. It's usually inside somewhere.
Maybe
It's usually like in
you
a.
press the button and it's like, there's a bomb. It's gonna go off if you stand up.
is this was,
I'm sold.
All
was
right,
that your
I'm
Saw
ready.
voice?
50.
Was that your Saw voice?
Yeah, that was totally.
No, that was just a Max.
Wanna play a
voice.
game?
Want to play a game?
No,
Um,
booth has been filled.
Razor blades. Moving on. Let's go to a movie called All Eyes on Me.
This is about LeVar Ball.
This one, I believe, is the true story behind the Illuminati.
Oh, is it?
No, it's not. It's the true and untold story of the prolific rapper, actor, poet, and activist
Oh.
Tupac Shakur.
Heard of him.
What do you guys think about that one? Are you interested in this at all?
Might as well. I mean, we've seen NWA, we've seen Biggie, we've seen A Life on Eminem. It's about time. It was
We've seen
Tupac's
an Eminem
turn.
movie.
8 Mile.
8 Mile.
Oh, well, that was like
Long
2 years
time
into his
ago.
career.
And what?
2 years into his career.
I'd say like 10.
When
8
did
Mile
we-
was like 2001 or 2 or something,
2001,
wasn't it?
I think.
Yeah, and he came out
Eminem's
in
been around since,
'98.
like, how's he 98?
He was not like the early '90s.
No.
Oh, well.
That's neither here nor there.
Peak
So
Marshall
it's-
Mathers, guys. Peak
Tupac
Marshall-
was dead like 3 years
Okay,
before.
so, okay,
Eminem
this is why it was
popular.
easier then, because Eminem was in it.
Yes, so I don't count those as the same type of movie.
But it's a movie about his life.
It's-
a top
It's
Yeah,
more like
it's-
Ring of Fire, Johnny Cash movie. What's it called?
Agree to disagree, because
Walk the
that
line.
All right, pick the wrong song.
Ring of Fire movie.
Lord of the Rings?
That movie hurts.
Yeah, anyways, I might watch this when it comes to Netflix.
I've seen the trailer for it. It looks entertaining. I liked all of this stuff, like the drama between the coasts, and I'll see it.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch that. I don't think I'm going to go to theaters to watch a documentary. But, I mean, it's topics that are all interesting to me, so
Is it a documentary?
I believe so.
Oh, so it's not a movie.
I don't think it's a movie.
It's a movie.
Oh, it is? It's
That's
a
what I
legit
thought.
movie? I
It's
thought it
a
was a documentary.
biography, drama, music.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
okay.
just like
And,
NWA.
Who plays
just
Tupac?
Here's the cool thing: Tupac Shakur's son.
Oh.
Oh, so just like straight.
I'm totally lying.
Thank you, documentary.
Well, that actually happened in Straight Outta
So it is a
Compton.
I know. That's why I said that.
So it's a documentary?
It's Demetrius Ship. It's
Okay.
a Russian guy. Not
Oh
kidding.
boy.
Okay,
His
stop
name is
saying
Demetrius.
bullshit. That's a black guy name.
So,
How do you know he's black?
because he plays
Are you
Tupac.
It
so,
actually looks a lot like him.
so it's a legit
It's-
movie then. I thought it
yeah.
was a documentary.
Yeah, the trailer it looks pretty good.
Okay, well then I'm kind of like taken aback. I might actually see this then.
Yeah, check it out, man. I'm gonna see it.
Yeah, no.
Let's get tickets.
I'm like legitimately interested now. I mean, because his story is quite interesting, I think.
Oh yeah.
But you know, to
It's directed by Benny Boom. That sounds like a
Boom?
Porn. Boom. That sounds like a porn name.
what is his history? Oh boy.
And now you're not going to see it.
He directed SWAT, but not the first one. This one was called
Oh shit.
Firefight. SWAT Fire. So maybe it's about
no Sam
firefighters.
Jackson.
And Next Day Air.
Well, yeah, I'll watch that when it comes to Redbox.
Yeah. But don't be named Benny Boom. You know?
Yeah, that's what were they thinking? They obviously had a budget. And then moving on to the next week, June 23rd.
I think you skipped a movie.
Which movie did I skip?
I guess you don't assume we have any female.
Oh, my
Listeners.
apologies.
We already talked about Megan Levy.
No, yeah. This one is called, this is still June 16th. And this is called Rough Night.
Oh, Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson,
Oh, but there's-
Zoe Kravitz,
Yeah,
Kate
that-
McKinnon, and Demi Moore.
That's the kicker. It's got Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah.
I just feel like she's a dick.
That's because of that movie. That show
That-
also
okay.
she was in that too.
Show, yeah.
Well,
Big
and
Little
her
Lies,
dad
whatever.
is Lenny, so
Oh.
he doesn't seem
Okay.
like a good guy. I don't know.
Well, here's the synopsis. A group of friends are horrified when the male stripper they hire
Oh, yeah.
for a wild bachelorette party in Miami winds up dead. So,
Sounds
Andy,
like
this
a-
sounds like right up your alley.
Weekend at Bernie's type of thing, right?
Yeah, this is probably a The Hangover for females, I'm guessing.
Well,
They already made
Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids.
That's
which
true.
I didn't care for. I thought it was slow.
I thought it was funny. I thought
Pretty
Bridesmaids.
funny.
I'm one of the only people to say that, but I'm sticking to my guns. That movie is the comedy. It moves slowly.
Yeah, well, I think this one has a more of a hangover feel just because of the synopsis itself.
Is Scarlett Johansson funny?
We'll
She's too good
we'll
looking.
find out.
She's too good looking.
She is fantastically good.
Good at acting, so she could probably say some funny lines, and you'll believe them.
I'm
That's true.
just gonna.
She's also got a great soothing voice.
Has she not been in a comedy before? The Perfect Score. That was a comedy, right?
That was.
I'm sure
Wasn't
she's
that,
been in
one of the
one of the
several.
worst movies ever made.
I'm sure she's been in several romantic comedies.
Wasn't that one
Yeah.
comedy that she was in? I don't know if it was really comedy, but the one where
Her?
Captain America?
the guy that's addicted to like porn.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah, she
John
was
Juan.
in
That
that.
wasn't a comedy. I mean, like somewhat. It's
It
more of
wasn't
a drama.
like
Like,
anything else.
I mean, it made fun of Guidos.
yeah,
She had her moments. 'cause
that was
she
actually
like
a pretty good movie.
I like that movie.
Huge
She
New
was-
Jersey-ish girl, right?
Yeah, she played like
I'm sure she
a
had
East
some,
Coast
I'm sure if we watched that again,
Jersey
she
girl.
says some funny stuff.
She was in Under the Skin. Saw a lot of her in that.
Hilarious.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Really weird movie, but
Psych.
worth
People
it.
going into the abyss. And
Yeah, so I'm not gonna see it, but I'll rent it if it gets some good reviews, just like Bridesmaids. That's what I did for that movie.
Yeah, I'll pass on it and do
Ooh,
the
I'm just
same.
looking at it. Music by Skrillex.
Oh boy,
Bring people in.
that's a ticket seller.
Yeah, I think that's a gimme.
But moving on to the following week, since we skipped that one earlier, June 23rd we have Transformers, hopefully the last one, but this one's called The Last Night. This one stars Mark
Night.
Wahlberg.
Night spelled K-N.
Yes. Thank
Yeah.
you,
That's
Dominic.
actually not a bad thing to point out because I was thinking of the evening.
The Transformers had a wild night.
Yeah. Optimus
doing that
Prime
again.
tied one too many off.
Wake up next to a jalopy.
Is Optimus Prime dead or something?
So
I hope so.
I'll read the synopsis and then go through the actors. Humans and Transformers are at war. Optimus Prime is gone.
Yeah.
The key
Final
to saving our future lies buried in the secrets of the past and the hidden history of Transformers on Earth.
Optimus ran out of gas or something.
Yeah, so this
Couldn't get a
one
tow truck.
stars Mark Wahlberg, John Goodman, Anthony Hopkins, Josh Duhamel, and Laura Haddock.
I have a question.
So
Is,
Goodman new to the franchise here? Was he in any of these other ones?
Goodman? I don't believe so. I think he's new to this one.
speaking of Goodman, is he becoming like a white Morgan Freeman?
I think
Is he just in everything?
No, that's what I noticed when I was
Keep
typing all
busy.
these up.
I'm happy with it. I love it. And I love Morgan Freeman in everything. It's
I-
him or Samuel
I
Jackson.
think he's hitting that De Niro age where
Yeah.
he just doesn't give a fuck and wants
He's
the
like,
money now.
sign me up. I'll
Exactly. Like, send me the script. I'm good.
do it. This is a Hallmark commercial. I'm
Exactly.
doing it. I don't
Yeah,
care.
absolutely. I mean, given these are bigger movies.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, yeah. He when I was typing all this up, he's in a lot of movies coming out.
It's got Anthony Hopkins. I'm into that.
Yeah, so
I
obviously
don't.
he's programming the Transformers to have feelings and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
okay. Well, that's Westworld. I just don't care. I haven't cared since the first one.
Yeah, no Shia. I'm not going to be into that.
Yeah, give me the crazy Shia LaBeouf and
I
I'm
need
in.
that.
Give me him back and I'm
Mark Wahlberg's
sold.
just so generic.
Yeah, well, I don't mind Marky Mark,
His
but
name is Cade.
the
I hate
Yeah.
him already.
the
Cade
Transformers
McDowell,
series
UCLA.
Transformers series is dead to me, man. It's just too many.
How many
Yeah.
is this?
But
now?
I'll say, Megan Fox was a big tie-in for the first couple, right?
That's one of the reasons I like
This
the first
trailer has one scene of this girl dressed as a librarian,
Ooh.
and it was phenomenal, I will say.
I do remember. I did see the second one, and that girl that comes into his dorm room. Good riddance.
Oh,
She ended
absolutely.
up being a fembot or whatever.
And
oh my.
and when I think I'm not sure if she's Australian or like what British. The girl that replaces Megan Fox in like the third one, she was
Oh,
top
yeah,
notch
that
as
girl.
well. So
No.
they always have one good looking girl in these series.
It's not hard to do.
Michael Bay knows how to work it,
Yeah.
but
There's some good-looking girls in that 13 Hours Benghazi movie.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
A lot of lookers.
yeah. The Hillary Clinton one? I'm just kidding. Anyways, moving on from that, I think that's the only movie coming out that week, so Michael Bay might have lucked out.
Are you gonna see it?
No, not in theaters. Definitely won't
Yeah.
be coughing up that money.
So this is there is a movie I was interested in.
oh boy.
Comes
Comes
out
out-
that week,
okay.
but a different day.
Okay.
It's called The Big Sick. If Sean wants to pull it up, it's It's our friend Kumail Nanjiani.
Oh, I've seen a trailer for this. I thought it was a Netflix movie.
I believe it's just going to be a limited release,
Oh, okay.
but it's kind of like an autobiographical movie about him, coming to America or being a immigrant to America, being a comedian. I just know that guy is amazing.
Being an Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very cool.
he's
Well,
pretty funny.
Yeah,
so-
no, absolutely.
Or it's about his relationship, his courtship of his wife.
He it looks like this one. I
So
remember this
his
now.
life story, pretty much.
He has he bonds with Ray Romano, so I think there's
Oh,
going to
very
be
cool.
some funny
Oh.
kickbacks and back and forth between the
It's
two
gonna
of
be great
them.
then, yeah.
Yeah,
Very cool.
I forgot about this. I think this will be a pretty funny movie. Metascore has it at 86.
Wow, good. Yeah, I'll look for that too. I'm interested.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be
Let-
like out in a wide release or anything.
You'll
or-
have to go to
Maybe
Arclight to see that one.
It could be
Yeah.
a digital release too. They've been doing some of those as well,
I
like
hope
the
not.
interview and whatnot.
But it might be, yeah. You could totally be right. It's a 2-hour long movie. That's pretty long.
Wow, yeah,
Comedy romance.
yeah. So, but moving forward, June 30th, we have a few movies coming out. One is called Despicable Me 3. And the only reason I put this one in is because my boy Trey Parker is voicing in it. If you guys don't know who Trey Parker is, go Google South Park because he is one of the writers and voices. He
Well, he's basically the.
Yes, he is the guy for South Park. Steve Carell and Kristen Wiig also return in it. The synopsis is Gru meets his twin brother Drew he never knew about. What a synopsis. Steve Carell plays both of them, I believe, and but Trey Parker
Murphy then?
plays like the villain guy. So I'm looking forward to it. I'll see it just for Trey Parker.
I don't think I've seen any of them. I know the Minions. I think they're pretty funny. I just haven't seen any of these movies, I don't think.
Really, I've only seen them because of my nephew, pretty much. But
Yeah, I guess that's a big difference.
yeah.
I need to get into some kids movies. I haven't seen any of them.
But
They're always on number 3 already.
yeah, they're deep into it already. But moving on, we have a movie called quite the turnaround from a kids movie, Amityville: The Awakening, starring Bella Thorne and Kurtwood Smooth. I think I just added that name because of that name.
Yeah, I bet he's a jazz singer.
That is real. The synopsis is a single mother moves her 3 children into a haunted house, unaware of its bloody history. Obviously, the
Another
story.
scary movie in the summer.
Yeah, another. I mean, it's,
2 in June.
yeah.
Is it going to be scary?
I mean, it's the
I think
story of
that's the
Amityville.
goal.
Who knows?
Is this going to be tied into The Conjuring? Because that's them, right?
It's that was their famous one, probably
Yeah.
where I think they're quoted saying this is the Warner, right? They're the Warners. I think that's their last name.
I don't know. But he would know. He's
The ghost hunter people.
Warner?
Is it Warners?
The Conjuring people.
Warner doesn't. I know who you're talking about. I don't. Warner doesn't sound right.
Okay, well I think I'm right.
Hold
Oh,
on.
What are the real life
Look
people?
Look it up, Dobby.
I think it was.
It
Warner.
is Warren.
Oh,
Warren.
Warren.
I knew it.
Okay, my bad. Warren.
Yeah, well-
I think you give me that one.
Got
Okay.
4 out of 6 letters.
All right.
Tony's our resident expert on horror films.
The Warren couple, they do all these ghost stories, and they are quoted, I believe, saying Amityville was their worst case that they've ever studied. So whether that ties in with these people from The Conjuring, same actors, I'm not sure. But
How many Amityvilles have there been so far?
a lot. I think.
At least 15.
Well, they
since
like
I've been
remake it
alive.
because nobody watched the
Yeah.
old ones.
This one didn't stick. Maybe the next one will. But yeah, I
Just
won't.
keep throwing it until something sticks.
I won't be seeing it.
No, I could care less.
I think I don't know who. I think Bella Thorne is like a Disney star or something. But
It sounds like a cartoon.
yeah, I'm
Cartoon
not sure. I'm not into it. The movie
Oh.
I want to see this weekend,
She was in Blended.
Blended.
Oh, yeah,
Surprised she
she's
ever
the
bounced
daughter,
back
yeah.
from that.
Yeah,
Worst
so-
movie ever.
No, that's
Well, they're-
Until Amityville.
yeah until Amityville is released. The big movie I want to see this weekend though is The House.
Yes.
The synopsis of this is a dad convinces his friends to start an illegal casino in his basement
Oh.
after he and his wife spend their daughter's college fund. This one is starring Will Ferrell, Amy Poehler, Jason And this one actually looks pretty funny. Will Ferrell's had some strikeouts recently.
I think this looks good as well.
I think it looks pretty funny. I'm hoping it's going to be a good one. I hope he brings his classic Will Ferrell humor.
The writers are for Neighbors. Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, so they're not necessarily amazing comedies, but they're not bad.
What about his boy, who directed it?
It's Andrew J. Cohen.
Oh, really?
And he was one of the writers as well. And yeah, he wrote Neighbors 1 and 2. I liked Neighbors 1 a lot. Neighbors 2 is okay.
I never saw Neighbors 2.
Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates I thought was dumb.
I thought it was actually pretty funny. But yes, it was dumb, but it was funny. The fact that that's a true story is bewildering to me.
What?
Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates is a true story.
Well, I'm sure it is.
On Craigslist.
But why did anyone document it?
Yeah, I don't know. But it's, I thought it was funny.
Wait,
It's
are
just-
they the
it
guys
was
that
dumb.
do that makeover show, Move That Bus? The do gay realtors?
What?
Is that who they are?
What are you talking about? Mike and Dave?
Yeah.
No, they're... Did you see the movie?
I watched it, but I had to take someone home, so I
Okay,
watched it.
so it's about two guys that pretty much go on Craigslist and
Oh, yeah.
and they need dates to a wedding for their sister's wedding, and they include a Hawaii trip. So they're paying a full
Yeah, I
trip
saw
to
that.
Hawaii, but they also go on news networks to like promote themselves and all this stuff, and then these two girls like end up going and tricking them into taking them just because they want the free vacation. And eventually they end up ruining the wedding and whatnot. But it's a true story, man. I was bewildered that actually happened, and those guys are
I didn't know
real
it was a
people.
true story.
I didn't know either. That does
Yeah.
make it a little better.
Yeah.
I do like that Sam Richardson was the groom. He plays Richard Splett in Veep.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
such a funny actor.
Yeah.
Oh, that is that guy, huh?
Yeah.
The guy that just kept like commenting things that his goat has an ear infection.
Uh-huh.
But moving on to movies that are going to be coming out and not that came out last year.
Let's
One
talk
more
about
from that.
2016.
There's one other big release from that week.
Let's hear it, Andy.
Baby Driver. It's Edgar
No.
Wright's.
Dumb.
Edgar Wright, hear me out.
hear it.
I've seen it. It's called Baby Driver. I veto the shit out of it.
Okay, Edgar Wright is, the writer and director of Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead.
I
Oh,
know,
really?
I know. And the cast is pretty good.
So this is going to be amazing. That guy's done nothing wrong his whole career.
It's dumb. Kevin Spacey's in it. John Hamm, sure. Jamie Foxx. I like the cast. I like the idea of it. I just don't like that a 10-year-old
That is a damn good cast.
is the driver, and they call him Baby because he's 10.
Well, he's not 10, but he's just younger. You
He's
get
the
it?
Doogie Howser of bank robbery drivers.
I think he's like a 22-year-old,
No.
and that's young in the world of getaway drivers.
And because he's a millennial, he has to have his headphones in.
I don't like how negative you're being about this movie.
What is he holding a fidget thing?
I mean,
to
I
while
think
he's
this is
driving?
probably like my most anticipated movie of the summer.
Well, that's a shame.
You're just
because
shitting all over it.
Yeah, it's gonna suck.
And it's going to get a 99 on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's at
Out of
8.6
100.
right now, out of 1,200 votes. So
Yeah.
Metascore has it at 81.
Wow. That's
I'll
how many people are
stop
interested
knocking
in it?
it once I watch it, but I'm not going to give him my 1050.
I'll give
That's
him
fine.
I'll give him my 1050. That sounds like a great...
But
I mean,
that
like-
being said, I see like 2 movies a year in theaters.
That's true. I see a bunch, actually. Me and my girlfriend go to movies.
I still have movie
Quite a bit.
passes I haven't used, and that they're like.
Well,
2
give me
years
them,
old.
because I go all the time.
Give me that.
Um,
Give me that.
moving on, the second big superhero movie of the summer, July 7th, Spider-Man: Homecoming. Following the events of Captain America: Civil War, Peter Parker attempts to balance his life in high school with his career as the web-slinging superhero Spider-Man.
Can I just say I'm getting sick of superhero movies being a petri dish of superheroes?
Everybody involved. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's what
Well, that's
they're
how the
going
comics
for.
have always done it, so...
Well,
That's
There's
very
more.
true. They're all featured.
I don't know. I'm just getting over seeing Chris Evans and everything.
Well, he's not going to be in this one. So.
Yes, he is.
He is. He's a
This
second
one- yeah.
listed dickhead.
This one's Tom.
Who are you afraid of? I mean, not afraid of.
I'm not. Well, he could destroy me, I guess. But
He's in both superhero movies
What's-
this summer.
what's
He's
his
doing
name?
pretty well.
yeah, he is.
What's his name?
Chris Evans. He
Oh
was
no
in-
no no!
Who is he?
Chris Pine is
Alright, you're getting confused.
is Wonder Woman.
Chris Evans was going back to The Big Short. That's the worst movie ever made, and surprised either of those people ever bounced back from that.
You said
Scarlett
the
Johansson.
big short?
What?
The Big Short?
Perfect Score. My
Yeah, I
bad.
was saying,
That's
The
like,
Big Short's
wait,
one of the best movies ever
that's-
made.
yeah.
There's
Christian Bale, or who are you
No.
thinking of?
The Perfect Score.
Yeah.
That movie sucked.
Oh, it did, but it had 2 big-name actors, A-listers.
Not at the time.
Not at the time.
So how did they bounce back? They pulled a Vinny Chase.
He
A
became
lot of
Captain
people did.
America.
In shit movies.
Yeah.
So it's Tom Holland who plays Spider-Man. Chris Evans is Captain America.
It's kind of a spoiler because I don't even know Chris Evans. He's not obviously not in the trailers, so he must be a small appearance.
Yeah, it must be like a small
He's
cameo.
the second one.
Well,
It doesn't mean anything.
yeah, it's probably whatever.
Martin Starr is in it.
Okay,
I like
here's the big
that.
one. Marissa Tomei is
Oh.
Aunt May, and that's kind of
That's-
getting me a little weird.
That's scary. She's playing the old lady now.
Well, she's not that old.
She's a hot Aunt May.
She is gorgeous. And she was in The Big Short. Weird.
Yeah, wow.
Well, she was already in Civil War. In that scene.
Yeah, in
Never
that
seen
scene
her.
where they go and
Robert
see
Downey
him.
Jr.'s hitting on her. And
That's I don't. Is that like? Yeah, it is. It is during the movie. I was gonna say, is that like an end credit one? But it's not. Yeah, no, that's kind of weird. I think it's cool. It's gonna give me something to look forward to during the movie. I will be seeing it in theaters. It looks pretty good.
well, I think you're missing the big casting in that movie. Is Michael Keaton
Oh yes,
as
of course.
the Vulture. So he's playing another
Oh,
Birdman.
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 Yep, I didn't like that
It's not
movie.
a mechanical Birdman. Well, just
Well, that's
Check it out.
because you didn't
Birdman.
expect what it was, probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
I
probably
don't know what I
expected
expected.
Birdman.
And I went with two drama people too, or actors, I guess. So they were all into it. Oh, I thought it was great, blah blah. And I was like, yeah, the popcorn wasn't bad. Then I was eating it.
I'm sold. Seeing Michael Keaton on there, I'll
Yeah.
see this movie now. For
No, it's
sure.
gonna be good. And then
Wait, John Goodman's not in it?
yeah, John Goodman's not in it, unfortunately.
Not
but
yet.
I'm sure he's coming up.
I don't know. Has John Goodman been in any Marvel movies? You would think that'd be.
Yeah, you think
He
it'd
looks
be
like he
a-
just played a villain, especially if he's gonna tack on some pounds for Roseanne.
Hasn't he played villain before?
He's the villain in The Hangover
Oh,
3.
that's what I was actually thinking of. He is the villain in that, though.
He is.
Not a bad
He was the villain in Evan Almighty. He was like the bad senator. Or
I
something.
I just
Wow.
remember him growing a fat old beard.
Throwing it
Carell.
back.
I don't know if
Andy.
I saw Evan Almighty.
I don't know.
I
trying to
did.
think.
Steve
You
Carell,
should-
Noah's
you
Ark.
So
I mean, I saw
Anyways.
Bruce Almighty, but
That was
No.
great. That was,
yeah, that was a good one.
he
And
sang
that's
and
the
it was
way-
good.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Oh,
But
that's been a
anyways,
long time.
the next movie that comes out is A Ghost Story. This one's
Ooh.
probably
he was the bad guy in 10 Cloverfield Lane.
very true.
Never saw
And
it.
that was a great
That was
movie.
awesome.
I never saw Cloverfield,
Okay, well
You don't
you
need
probably
to.
should because it's like
But-
your favorite movie.
but I've seen Cleavage Field.
What is
That's a porno.
Red
I'm
tube or
sure.
something?
I am guessing that's a porn based on Cloverfield.
It is on HBO.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Years ago, though.
So TJ
Years
Years
Maxx-
ago, this is a deep poll.
Wow, the fact that even became something is just ridiculous.
I bet his copy is all sticky. Ew.
okay, I don't know a copy of it.
Yeah, he's just got to record it.
1997.
It's on the DVR.
Ew.
Google it sometime.
Okay, no. Anyways,
Maybe not.
we're going to a movie called Ghost Story, and this one is probably shooting for some Academy nominations.
Ghostbusters.
Scary.
It features Casey Affleck and Rooney Mara, and here's the synopsis. In this singular exploration of legacy, love, and loss, I skipped. Legacy, love, loss, and the enormity of existence, a recently deceased white-sheeted ghost returns to his suburban home to try to reconnect with his bereft wife. And white-sheeted ghost, I'm not sure if that's going to be Casey Affleck covered in a white sheet, or how they're going to portray that, but I'm sure they're going to be going off after some awards
He'll
with this
pull it
movie.
off. He's an Academy Award winner.
Yeah, I mean, you got the defending best actor coming into this movie, so I'm sure they got something brewing as the story goes.
Did you guys see Manchester by the Sea?
I did not.
I didn't finish it.
I did not. I can't say that it intrigued me at all to see.
That's exactly my point.
Oh, it's definitely good. Just might
Okay.
kind of a stomach punch of a movie. Like it's
We're talking about Ghost Story?
No,
no
Manchester
Manchester
United.
United or Manchester United.
Manchester United
United.
soccer team.
If you're not a Mank,
They
you're a
actually have a
Mank.
movie on Manchester United
Oh,
that
sure
we
they
watched
do.
together.
Yeah, is that
It was a
T-Bone next to
Netflix
Cleavage Field?
Netflix movie, I think. But yeah, I mean,
Ghost Story is getting an 89 on Metascore. So
Wow.
yeah, it probably will be pretty good. I
I-
don't think it's for me.
I think they're riding the hype of Casey Affleck.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's not hype. He's
Yeah,
the real
well,
deal.
Uh-uh.
I
Yeah,
feel
he's
like it's
legit.
still hype though.
He was good in Goodwill
Good.
Hunting.
Small role, but
yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
He
He
killed
was
it.
good in Good Will Hunting. He was good in the Ocean's movies.
I knew then.
Yeah.
July 14th, Tony.
Here we go. What do we got?
There's only one big movie this weekend, I think, unless Andy has another sleeper over there.
Sure.
Tammy's full of sleepers. I take this guy to my fantasy football draft every year.
I actually saw the first trailer for this one during Pirates. It's War for the Planet of the Apes. I've actually liked these
Oh, I think they're great.
leading up.
Big fan.
I saw, the last one.
This one actually looks really good to me. Here, the synopsis is, after the apes suffer unimaginable losses, Caesar wrestles with his darker instincts and begins his own mythic quest to avenge his kind. This one is Andy Serkis playing Caesar again, the voice of the main monkey. Judy Greer's in it, and then Woody Harrelson plays the villain. And
Well,
I love that.
I'm on the side of the humans, so I'm going to say he plays the
okay,
hero.
he plays the hero. Yeah, I know. It depends what side you're looking at, huh? I guess I was rooting for the monkeys right there, huh?
I want the hero.
You
to be
damn
the people.
dirty apes! But no, I'm pumped for this movie. It looks really good. And as I said, the ones leading up with James Franco, the first one.
I like what they've done with the franchise, where the human characters go away.
Yeah,
The two main characters from the last one aren't in this, so
absolutely. It's not like any carryover.
It's got Steve Zahn as the bad ape. He was.
Right.
His is the first time in the movie, right?
maybe he was in the previous ones.
I don't see him
recall.
listed.
They don't
I like
speak
that.
because before they were apes, and Caesar's trying to teach them how to
So you're
speak.
telling
Yeah.
me this guy has
So-
no words?
Well, maybe now he's taught them to
No,
speak.
in the newest trailer, they're like all speaking perfect,
All right,
perfect
okay.
English.
What year was the last Planet of the Apes?
14?
He
Yeah.
definitely was not in it. I'm
So,
into that.
I think the last one was Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, he wasn't in that. I like that.
Yeah, I don't
guy.
think the other ones spoke, or at least it was just limited.
He did a great.
They were
movie
just
back-
learning to speak, I believe.
He did a great movie back in the day called Strange Wilderness.
Yeah.
If you ever saw that, that was such a funny but dumb movie.
Very, but yeah. So I'll see that for sure in theaters. I'm pumped for it. I'm looking forward to how it builds up to how the planet is, and whether they remake. I mean, they're going to. You would think, huh?
Oh, yeah.
That they remake all of them. But
Cash cow.
absolutely. I mean, and the build up for it has been phenomenal.
The
I think. So.
technology at hand now, for sure. They're
This
gonna
looks
make
like
all
the action movie of it. Like, it's really going to be a war. It looks like Lord of the Rings or something, where it's humans versus apes fighting each other. So.
Yeah. No, it looks like the big battle, and I believe that's why they would call it War for the
Yes.
Planet of the Apes. But I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward if they remake them in the future. But my biggest movie by far this summer is going to be the following week, July 21st.
Absolutely, I can't wait for this one.
Yes, Christopher Nolan is back, and it is Dunkirk. Dunkirk's going to be the big movie of the summer. I'm looking forward to it. The cast is phenomenal, and Christopher Nolan is easily, I'm sold. Every movie he directs, I've seen. We've kind of all seen them together, too, in the past ones.
What was this one about again? Because I remember
Okay.
being interested. What?
Here it is.
The war.
Yeah, it's Allied soldiers from Belgium, the British Empire, Canada, and France are surrounded by the German army and evacuated during a fierce battle in World War II. Dunkirk's a famous battle, I believe, in England,
Yeah.
and
a beach. And...
yeah, a beach in England, and they kind of get like just wrecked, and then they end up calling in civilian help for boats to come and kind of rescue soldiers and fight. And so this is the story of it all. It has Tom Hardy, Cillian Murphy.
Killian.
Is it Killian?
Yeah.
I've always said Cillian. I've said Cillian forever, and I'm a huge Peaky Blinders fan.
Killian is way cooler than Cillian.
Yeah, it is way better. Mark Rylance and Anthony's favorite actor of all time, Harry Styles.
What?
Harry Styles
Oh, the dickhead
from One Direction.
Is he going to be in the movie?
Oh, he's in the movie. He
Like,
is
you
credited
just said
in
he's
the
in the
movie.
movies.
Yeah.
Well, like, I don't know, maybe his band comes and plays or something. to
No,
sort of
yeah,
cool
okay.
things off.
Yeah.
It's a peace offering. A peace offering to Germany.
We'll give you them!
If anything, that would spark them.
Hitler. That's when Hitler killed himself because
Yeah.
he actually accepted it and then he offed himself. But
I can't believe I took those 5 boys. None of them have blonde hair. Well, just one has blonde hair. One has dirty blonde.
But okay. Anyways, Dunkirk looks phenomenal. I'm gonna see it.
Go to see an IMAX.
Opening night.
Absolutely.
I will buy my ticket a month in advance for this. Reserve seating, best seat in the house probably.
Go to the ArcLight, sit next to Christopher.
You thinking about Harry Styles still, Anthony, or what?
Woo!
Getting you all hot and bothered.
I can't wait for it. This is my movie this summer right here. That
Absolutely.
I'm ready to see.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Another movie that comes out this weekend, I'm actually interested in. It's the director has some previous history with kind of like this setting, and it was a good movie. This one's called Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. The synopsis is: a dark force threatens Alpha, a vast metropolis and home to species from 1,000 planets. Figure. Special operatives Valerian and Laureline must race to identify the marauding menace. Wow. And safeguard not just Alpha, but the future of the universe. Cara, I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name.
Delevingne. And she is a goddess.
She's hot. John Goodman, our boy.
All right.
Of course.
Someone-
I think that's a given at this point.
Ethan Hawke, Clive Owen, and Rihanna.
Clive Owen, I'm happy to see him back. I feel like I hadn't seen him in much since
We do that show, so
I don't watch shows. What show is he in? Is it on Showtime or Star?
yeah, it's on Showtime.
Yeah, that's right. No one cares.
I didn't watch it, but I've heard good
I
things.
feel like the last movie I watched him was Children of Men.
Might
Which
have
is
been.
a great movie.
Yeah, it's it looks interesting. The director is the same director from The Fifth Element, I believe.
Yeah.
And I'm interested in it. Unfortunately, it comes out the same weekend as Dunkirk. But
Yeah, that's really
Yeah, it's gonna get
unfortunate.
killed probably. It's
Abs-
probably not gonna make too much money, but it just looks like a cool visual movie. Like
yeah,
Absolutely.
very
weird aliens.
It's definitely
always-
something like I would want to see in 3D, and I don't think I've ever said that in a long time.
I've never said it.
Oh well,
I hate those
Avatar.
glasses.
Oh, it's the glasses, so it's a fashion
That's
thing.
probably why I didn't like Avatars, because I watched it on
I never
TV.
saw Avatar.
I didn't finish it.
Alright.
Wow.
All of these popular movies, I feel like that I haven't seen, Sean hasn't either.
I don't know. It's just
Well, you
there's
know what?
10 of them
I
already
think
slated to come out.
I think
but
next week we're gonna sit down and watch Avatar. Okay, because
Let me clear my afternoon. Isn't it like
Yeah,
a 6-day
I've-
movie?
no, it's like 2.5 hours.
I think it's
I
like
think
Deer
it's,
Hunter
like,
length.
closer to 3.
No,
4.5.
it's not 4.5
It
hours.
just feels like it.
It's a good movie. I liked
I
it.
don't need to watch a bunch
And
of tall Smurfs running on
That's very true.
dragons and shit.
That's very true. But I think
They
for
are
the fact
tall
that they're
Smurfs,
making
aren't they?
it like 5 more, you should probably see the first
Well,
one.
they
Five
delay it
more.
because they don't have the technology.
Well, they have
Yeah.
to delay because they gotta find these creatures.
It's not a documentary.
I would see it if it was.
It's not the Tupac movie.
I don't know what technology James Cameron's looking for that it didn't exist in 2009 when the first one came out.
I think he's just buying time so he can go on a submarine some more.
Yeah, he's gonna film it underground in the Earth's core or something.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be hot, literally.
that's a good one.
I'm gonna skip this next one. It's called
Good.
Ferdinand. It's another kids movie. I think we've talked about kids movies enough.
Yeah, we don't have too many kids
Well,
listening.
there's some more kids movies on the list, I think.
Oh, knock it off,
Okay,
Andy.
Is there? Which one? Oh,
I'm looking.
yeah. There's one.
The Emoji Movie.
Yeah, but I want to talk
Oh,
about that one 'cause
boy.
just
Yeah,
because I'm
that one
fucking
has
pissed
a
off about it.
star-studded cast.
That's when you know we've lost them.
July 28th. I saw this trailer recently. Atomic Blonde.
Yes.
Your girl Charlize Theron, James McAvoy, and John Goodman.
And John Goodman.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I typed his name so often throughout this whole preview. The synopsis of this movie is an undercover MI6 agent is sent to Berlin during the Cold War to investigate the murder of a fellow agent and recover a missing list of double agents. It actually looks decent. I'm not like gonna see it in theaters, but it looks entertaining, and she is a badass.
All you have to say is she seduces another woman on camera.
Yeah, there is a lesbian scene, and they show it several times through the trailer. So go watch that trailer.
It could get a 9 on Metascore, and I'd still probably see it. It gets a 68,
Okay.
luckily.
It's confused me. A 9
Should have got a
sounded good.
69.
Oh, see what it did there?
But yeah, no, it looked interesting. I mean, it's not going to be like any award winner,
Oh,
obviously.
no.
All it is a shoot 'em up with hot girls. Yeah, that's what it is, and that's what they're going
And
for.
John Goodman.
And John Goodman, and it it looks entertaining.
Well, here's the weird thing: the director is a stuntman. He was a stuntman in Fight Club, 300, Troy, V for Vendetta.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
now
it's gonna be
but
like
he's a legit
hardcore-
director now.
Hardcore Henry type of thing.
He's the John Wick guy, right?
It looks intense.
I don't think he's a John Wick guy because that's what he would be known for, Andy.
I thought it was the John Wick guy, because the John Wick guy was a stuntman too,
Well, there's
or a
probably,
stunt coordinator or
probably
something.
more than one stuntman on the planet.
I know this.
I don't think you do.
But yeah, no, it looked good. I'll see it. I'll rent it. Won't see it in theaters though.
Exactly, yeah. They don't have my 1050.
This next movie is a curveball. Not really sure how it's gonna be. It stars Kyle Mooney from SNL, Mark Hamill,
Oh yeah. I
and
remember
Andy
this one.
Samberg. This one is the synopsis. Brigsby Bear Adventures is a children's TV show produced for an audience of one, James. When the show abruptly ends, James's life changes forever, and he sets out to finish the story himself. So this kind of gives me a Truman Show feel. I'm not really sure. We didn't get to see a trailer. I don't think a trailer's been released yet. But we did see like a short scene of the movie. I think Mark Hamill was in that scene.
Yeah, that was a
and
very interesting
and
scene.
it was just like, what the hell is going on? So I'm not sure if it's. I mean, it's got to be a comedy with Kyle Mooney and Andy Samberg,
Oh,
right?
Absolutely. I don't think he knows how to do anything else.
So we'll see. It definitely looks.
I get a
Interesting.
vibe of like a Napoleon Dynamite type of film.
Yeah, but the synopsis to me comes off as a Truman Show.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Maybe
no,
a cross-
I would agree.
crossover
Yeah,
with
exactly,
the two.
exactly. And we'll see. I'm not sure. That's
I'm not either.
definitely a question mark on that one.
Yeah, this is written by Mooney, so it's gonna be, if not funny, it's at least gonna be weird.
Yeah.
Guy always finds,
I think the weird part's a gimme.
yeah, just some.
Absolutely.
He keeps me coming back to Saturday Night Live just because to see what he's gonna come up with.
Yeah,
in
and
his sketches, and you know right away, oh, this is
Kyle Sketch, yeah. And if you don't know Kyle Mooney or you don't like his SNL stuff, because I think that's a very popular opinion, not from us, just because we know what Good Neighbor stuff is.
Yeah.
And I highly recommend you go Google that and look at Kyle Mooney's early stuff that got him on SNL, because it is phenomenal. It's hilarious.
He's also pretty funny in Hello Ladies. He's his like assistant, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna throw the party, man." Like, it's pretty good shit.
Yeah. So Kyle Mooney's a funny guy. So I'll see it, but let's put a question mark on it for now, because it definitely seems pretty interesting and out there. The next movie I'm really pumped for. This is one of Stephen King's biggest books. It's called The Dark Tower. I think there's a series of 8 books from Stephen King for this series.
Oh.
This one features Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey. And the synopsis is: the gunslinger Roland Deschain, I'm not sure, roams an Old West-like landscape where the world has moved on, in pursuit of the man in black, also searching for the fabled Dark Tower in the hopes that reaching it will preserve his dying world. It's supposed to be a big budget film.
That's wild.
It's gonna be big. I mean, Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey are big actors, and it's one of Stephen King's best-selling books. So I'm not sure if they're gonna make all 8 in the series, but this looks like a strong start.
this like the first one or something?
This is the very first one of the series, and supposedly the cool thing about this book series from Stephen King, is that it ties all of his books together in some way.
Yeah, I was reading something about the guy from The Stand. It was
Exactly, and it's from
miniseries from the 90s.
exactly, and so he brings a certain element from every book that he's ever written, and he ties it into the series, and so that's super interesting. I want to see if they do that in a way, and kind of an ode to that, but we'll see. And but I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely gonna go see it. And the next movie is probably Anthony's most anticipated movie of the summer.
And he won't shut up about it.
It's the Emoji Movie. I wanted to put this one on not because it's a big summer movie, just because I don't want to fucking see this movie at all.
I definitely don't either, and I haven't even seen what it looks like.
And they got a star-studded cast on this one, man.
T.J. Miller.
Okay, well, I'll see that. I'll see his scenes.
Gene, a multi-expressional emoji, sets out on a journey to become a normal emoji.
I hate this already.
Yeah.
So the whole movie's just emojis?
It's the emoji movie,
so
my
it's
friend.
a cartoon or what?
No,
Yeah, it's like a
it's
it's live action.
Yeah, it's live action.
Starring John Goodman.
Now that would actually be cool.
Oh, what do you
Some
mean
guys-
that would be cool? How would you do a live action emoji?
Pay
movie?
himself.
Some guys just smiling really
I'm the
big.
turd.
Yeah. Oh my god. So it has a star-studded cast. I'm not. It's.
I'm looking at the cast right now. It has Stephen Wright, who was like a really good comedian in the '90s, who kind of doesn't do anything anymore. That's kind of
Well, he's an emoji now.
That's what he's gonna come out and do. That's what he's doing. It's the emoji.
That's
movie.
where you jump is to Stephen Wright. You skip Patrick Stewart.
Well, because
Anna
those guys
Faris.
are
Sofia
regular people.
Vergara.
I'm saying
What? I see, but Sofia Vergara, she's just gonna do the voice.
Yeah, she's gonna be like the salsa dancer one, probably. That's
yeah,
it.
but can they make her just in the movie, kind of like just not in the movie?
Just her. She's the only live action part.
Yeah, like who is it? Is it
Will
Bill
Ferrell?
Murray or Will Ferrell in the other movie? I'm thinking of
Osmosis Jones.
Osmosis Jones.
Oh yeah.
where they're around Sofia Vergara, maybe in
Oh.
the shower. Or
If you know
something.
what, if they took an Osmosis Jones approach to it, I could see it working.
You would have my 1050.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
Leave it at
not
that.
the case because it said she's a flamenco dancer emoji.
Yeah.
So I called it right. The dancer emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna make her the turd.
I don't even know what these things are, so
No one does, but it's provocative.
Apparently I do.
I think Andy's being
Oh, here
serious.
you
I
go.
don't think Andy knows what an emoji is.
Jake T. Austin as Alex, a human who owns a phone. So they are doing that.
Oh.
Whoever Jake T. Austin is.
Called it, but they're just doing it with the wrong actor.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, you don't know. Jake T. Austin could be great.
so it doesn't have
I don't
look him
think
up.
he
There,
is.
Jake T. Austin,
Oh, he sucks.
a Nickelodeon actor.
Oh,
no,
boy.
Sofia
Oh.
Vergara.
Well, he's Jake T. Austin.
So wait, what emoji is
Say that
John-
to your 10-year-old sisters.
What emoji is John Goodman then?
John Goodman's not in this one,
You
surprisingly.
don't know that. He might be like an ace in the hole that they're saving for the end.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but he is not in any of the other movies. I don't
I
think.
only see like 10 people listed.
look deeper.
Look deep into his soul.
all credit.
Yeah, we'll skip past the emoji movie. I'm not interested at all.
No one
The
is.
Osmosis Jones approach is kind of brilliant.
Yeah.
I don't think that's been done since Osmosis Jones, really.
Well, I was saying Will Ferrell in the Lego movie was like
Oh,
The
very
kid
true. Lego
was-
movie.
actually making the bad guy his dad.
Yeah, it was cool.
That was,
Yeah, that was kind of
Like
neat
that.
how they did that.
I like that a lot. But August 4th, this is the last week we will be doing in our summer movie preview because it kind of dies off after this. Nothing's been announced, or at least movies have been announced, but not their set date. So we don't want to throw in a bunch of movies that we don't know. But on August 4th, we have Detroit. A police raid in Detroit in 1967 results in one of the largest citizen uprisings in United States history. This one actually looks pretty intriguing. It features John Boyega, I think he's the main character, Anthony Mackie, and John Krasinski. So,
I know nothing of this.
Look at the camera a lot.
Yeah.
yeah, just stares down.
He's going to be pulling pranks the whole time.
No, it's definitely a polarizing subject,
Drama, history, thriller.
and
Sounds
it
intriguing.
yeah, it looks intriguing for sure. I'll see it. John Boyega is riding that Star Wars hype. He's gonna be in a lot of movies coming out, I'm sure. And then we have the last one. I'm sorry we ended with this one. I should have said this one before Detroit. This is Pitch Perfect 3. Oh wait, no, we didn't. We're not
We
ending
got
with
two.
this one. We don't have even a synopsis for Pitch Perfect 3. We just know there is going to be another a cappella movie, and I'm down.
I never saw any of them. I thought until about 2 years ago this was a baseball movie. Not even kidding.
Fever
That's
Pitch.
where the big girl came from. So
Oh boy.
Re-
It is getting late, isn't it?
Watch yourself, big girl.
Rebel Wilson, I believe he's talking
Yes.
about. It also
I don't know. I think that's where she came from.
it
That
also
makes me
has
upset.
Anna Kendrick, Haley Steinfeld, and Elizabeth Banks.
Looks like Bridesmaids was before Pitch Perfect, Andy.
I don't know. She was in Bridesmaids. So.
Wasn't she the roommate?
I never saw Brad
Yeah.
Pitt.
I find this lady repulsive and annoying, and she uses her weight for her humor.
Oh, I don't like that girl either.
The Australian one.
Yeah.
Blonde, yeah.
Oh, I'm this and that. I'm so good looking. Look at my tits. And she's just, I don't need it. And so, yeah, it's a double standard because a fat guy doing that would be hilarious, but I just don't need it.
Yeah, fat girl in a little coat isn't a great bit.
It doesn't play.
Fat girl and a little coat. So we aren't ending with that one, and I'm very happy because this one is actually interesting. This is called All I See Is You. It features Blake Lively, down, and Jason Clarke. And the synopsis is, a blind woman's relationship with her husband changes when she regains her sight and discovers disturbing details about themselves.
He's hideous.
Fuck, what did I agreed to this?
He looks like Rebel Wilson.
No, that seems intriguing to me from the synopsis. I'm not sure. There's obviously no trailers for any of these movies, but it sounds interesting.
Sounds like another Oxygen movie.
It could be, but I will say that sounds like an original screenwrite to me, because I mean nowadays.
Yeah, I'll say that for sure. I'll agree with that. Metascore has it at 41.
Wow. Okay. Well, obviously obviously we don't have Blake Lively fans because I think she's hot.
Yeah.
Well, there's more that goes into a movie.
Okay,
than-
she's also a good actress.
IMDb actually had her on a list a few years ago of actually unattractive. Yeah, I don't remember the list, and I think it was just because maybe that she didn't sleep with that guy that made the list.
Yeah, no,
That's my only
100%.
guess.
Because she might be on the top of my list.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's our summer movie preview. We will be coming with you along the whole way and just giving our reviews of every movie we see on our weekly podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. You guys have any plug-ins?
Tony, just what are you most looking forward to on this whole list? This is all new to you, right?
No.
Amityville Horror, probably.
No.
You are a horror movie guy, so
No,
maybe
wait.
that was...
I have to get a good buzz going before I go see those horror movies, though. Then I'm a horror movie guy. But aside from that,
You gonna watch Megan Levy?
I don't know. There was one I thought that really jumped out at me, and I can't remember.
Dunkirk?
What about you guys? What are your
Dunkirk.
guys?
100%.
Dunkirk for
Okay.
me.
Andy?
We'll go with the apes.
Okay.
Ooh, see,
Well, I mean, Woody
I'm a
Harrelson just always brings a smile on my face.
and he looks pretty legit in this movie. We'll probably watch the trailer right now because it got me pumped.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dunkirk's easily my big movie
I
of the
don't
summer.
know which one I'm looking forward to.
It's second place, Baby Driver, and I hope I can convince all of you.
Damn it! You're not gonna win me over unless they change the name of that stupid
Well,
title.
it's set in stone.
No, it's not.
Yeah, they have posters and everything.
That's easy to change.
Oh.
It's all digital now.
Maybe the gambling one in the basement.
Oh,
just 'cause
the
I'm
house.
into that
The house.
stuff.
It
Well,
looks
it's not
funny.
gonna be serious
It's
gambling.
comedy.
It's Will Ferrell, you know.
It doesn't need to be serious gambling. It's still
Just 'cause
gambling
it's
on
It's not that Mark Wahlberg movie that no one
Okay,
saw.
that movie, those movies I don't like because they're too like realistic. Like it's like shit. You're like
They have problems,
watching
Anthony.
those-
They have problems with
Wasn't John
gambling.
Goodman in that movie too?
Of course he.
You don't like the parallels of life?
Was he?
Probably. I think he was.
It's a safe bet.
I don't
to say
remember what it's
John
called.
Goodman was in it.
I think he was in it.
Yeah.
I think he was one of the
He was a bad
bad guy. Yeah,
What movie are you even talking about?
the gambler.
It was just called that. Yeah, I just remember there's a gambling movie with
No,
Mark
it's
Wahlberg.
the gambler.
Let's get to the bottom of this.
It was called The Gambler or like Gambler.
It is called The Gambler, and I don't see John Goodman.
Oh shit, maybe it was.
There is a villainish type guy that looks like
Whoa.
in that.
Which one was it?
Michael
21?
Kenneth Williams.
Was it 21?
I don't think.
No,
he's
that
in
was,
He's got
Lawrence
all that.
Fishburne.
That's Spacey.
Let's
Oh,
see.
yeah. I don't remember that.
No, it says he was in The Gambler.
Thank you, Andy.
Where?
That must mean he comes
Okay.
in later. He might
He,
not.
on John Goodman's page, he was in The Gambler, so.
Yeah, that was gonna be next.
There he
Oh,
is.
there he is. It's
He's
Frank.
Frank.
Yep.
There we
He's on
are.
the,
he was
all-
he was eating in the restaurant they were in.
If Queso was eating you listeners away, John
John
Goodman
Goodman.
is in The Gambler.
He was also in Curious George 3, Back to the Jungle that same year.
Wow, good for him.
So-
Really made it. Really made it. in
That
life.
was a good year.
But yeah, thanks for listening. This was episode
The
4
John Goodman podcast.
of,
Yep.
yeah,
All thanks
of
John Goodman.
Tony's Take podcast. Thanks for listening.